Of day 2 of the Mainland Cup. We currently also have the under-18 boys on the Lion Foundation turf playing as well, and on the Otago Polytechnic turf here we have the senior girls playing between Canterbury Hockey and Otago Hockey. The senior girls yesterday for Otago went up 4 or 5-1 I believe, but they took the win and they were really dominating the game, so I'm sure they'll look to carry that fine form on today. Same goes with the under-18 men on the other turf. The Otago men took the win yesterday, and I'm sure they're going to look to carry that fine form on today. In the commentary box with me, I have Lockie again.
Yeah, thanks Jaden. Otago will be looking to continue that winning momentum into the game today. They had a few key plays that really stood out to me. You know, the Tessa Jobs, Tegan Buchanan's, Taylor Duffy's, etc. had really good games yesterday, and they'll be looking to continue their fine form in the game today. But you know, Canterbury had a few high points in the game yesterday. You know, their defence was pretty prevalent throughout the whole game, so they'll be looking to go from strength to strength today and possibly bounce back with a win. So it should be a good game.
And the whistle has gone for the under-18 men's game. We'll keep you up to date with that while we're at it. But here we are focusing on the senior women's game. And Otago has won the ball. Looks like Claudia's going to be taking that. And we'll see what happens here. Tessa Jop on the ball in the middle. Looks for a big overhead. Going forward. Canterbury doing really well to mop that one up. Good trap. And they look to start their attack. But turned over here by Liv Allen. She tries to make contact with Claudia. Claudia gets the ball at the top of the circle. Good beat, bit of skill. Free shot at the top. And there we get a PC. Bit of harsh tackling there from the Canterbury girls. Gets a shot off, but we'll still win a PC. Really great play there from the Otago girls, being aggressive from the start. And I'm sure they're definitely going to look to capitalise this as early as possible. Within the first minute of the game, the girls have already got a PC, which is exceptional play. It looks like we have a single bracket here, so looks like Brooke might be taking this from the top of the circle, might be seeing a variation or possibly a flick, or even possibly a short one to Tessa on the left-hand side here. An accurate drag from Liv Allen, but Brooke gets on the end of that and manages to get a hit away. Unfortunately, not making any contact with an Otago stick, and we'll go for a free hit to Canterbury.
Yeah, good pressure there from Canterbury to force the straight hit from Brooke as she puts it wide, and unfortunately the deflection wasn't there, so Canterbury have a good opportunity just to settle the ball down as Otago have a nice turnover and Brooke will look long. It's a great ball into the circle. It's a 50-50 ball. The Otago player unfortunately can't get a hold of that, and Canterbury have a 16-yard hit again. So they'll just be looking to be patient with this, not taking... Oh, they look long, but it goes straight to Brooke's stick again, and she'll look up. She looks in, Tessa can't get a hold of it, but it's a good shot. It's in the mixer. Stay in there. It's a bit high, but so it's Canterbury's free hit. Bit of hustle-tussle there. Otago player's been hit in the head.
If you ask me, I thought that might be going in the goal. A bit of play here, but a bit of a head knock here from the Otago player. Looks a bit of confusion, so hopefully she's going to run that off to the bench and get a medical check there. While we're here, Canterbury's on the attack on the right-hand side, looking to recycle the ball here. Ball just in the middle of the field, and they look to breach in the middle, but Tessa stops that and they go wide right. Bit of a mishap on that pass, and that's going to be a free hit to Otago on the left-hand side there. As Cassandra looks to go out all the way to the back to Annabelle on the ball, she's going to go swing that round to Grace on the right-hand side. Grace is going to look to link up with Tessa in the middle, does so well. Unfortunately not able to get that trap, but she works hard to get a wee turnover if possible. Canterbury look to bring the ball out and look to go forward if they can, but good pressure coming from the strikers of the Otago team. Unfortunately, ball bobbling up and hitting Claudia in the body, so we'll go for a free hit to Canterbury.
Yeah, good pressure from Otago to force a few little errors, but it's good overhead into space, and it's not 5, but play on. We would have thought the Otago player intruded into the Canterbury's 5-metre space, but apparently not, and the Canterbury player just touches that over Claudia's stick, and Otago have a good opportunity to attack and get a circle penetration or a PC or even a goal. So it should be interesting to see what they do here, if they drop it out to Annabelle or Grace or look forward. Brooke might be looking for Tessa to make a nice lead as she does. Yeah, she goes for a big lead there, and Brooke will use a bit of her 3D skills to beat a few players. And oh no, she puts a bit of an elbow into the Canterbury player, so that's not allowed. You know, none of this argy-bargy stuff. So Canterbury get another 16. Oh, it's a bit of a bobbly pass to the Canterbury half, and oh, that's an interesting call.
Bit of physicality coming out there between Brooke and the Canterbury and Otago team. Brooke doing really well, and the ball just bobbling up on the knee of the Canterbury player. And Canterbury look to take some more control here. They look to go forward, finding that long pass, and almost get. Oh, yeah, it does get through. In fact, we got a shot at the top here. Good bit of skill from Canterbury, but mopped up well by the defence of Otago. And looks like they get control of the ball again, putting a nice ball in, but blocked off well by the defence of Otago, and they get the ball out. Canterbury will have a free hit on the left-hand side as Otago look to get back and defend. They look to go forward here, down the left-hand side. The ball bobbling over the sideline though, and we'll go for a free hit to Otago. Looks like Annabelle on the ball on the right-hand side. She might look to bring that out to Grace and transfer that around the left, and she does so, but pressure immediately coming from the strike line of Canterbury, and they got a free shot at the top of the circle. Tessa in there, not letting them shoot. Good pressure though coming from Canterbury, as they had a nice high press, and it's really worked in their favour. Free hit on the top of the circle. Good hit coming in. Canterbury's still scrambling at the top of the circle. Free hit on the right hand side as she swings, and a great save there by the Otago player Grace, and goalkeepers cleared it out, but not as far as a Canterbury stick. Ball across the face of the goal, but unable to be put in by a Canterbury player. And we've got a bit of scrambled on the left hand side here, but Brooke does really well to mop that up, and she starts the attack on the right hand side, and Canterbury do well to defend that. They might look to bring this out if they can, but a 3-on-1 situation there, and we'll go for a free hit to Canterbury on the left.
Yeah, really good pressure from Otago to force a few turnovers, but Canterbury equally is patient to just hold the ball around the back as they do so well. It's very good ball speed from the central defender to look for the wide half. Just a bit too much time on the ball, contemplating where to give the ball, but she recovers really nicely and gives a nice ball down the line, and it's trapped really well by the Canterbury striker and hasn't taken off the mark, so she needs to have a little bit of a pause and start again, and she'll look for a few leading midfielders or strikers, and it's a great trap for the Canterbury player, but unfortunately goes over the line, so it's a 16-yard hit. And on the far turf down here at Otago Hockey, it's still 0-0 between the Otago 18s and the Canterbury 18s men, with 10 minutes to go in the first quarter too. As we switch back to this game, Tessa gives a nice ball to Annabelle, who will probably look wide. No, it's a good ball up the middle, but it's intercepted really well by the Canterbury player, so Otago have a good opportunity.
Ball into the middle of the field to Brooke, who looks to transfer that to Liv Allen on the left-hand side, but unable to make contact with that. We'll go for a free hit to Canterbury on the right-hand side here, as we look to see a good press coming from the Otago team, trying to get a turnover as high up the field as possible. Canterbury doing well to work that out, but Otago mopping that up. Liv Allen on the ball, breaching the 25, finds Jade at the top of the circle, who finds Claudia. Unfortunately, that's hit her foot, though. Good defence from the Canterbury team. Bit of scrambled defence, but it's worked well. And Canterbury look to build from the left-hand side there. Promising stuff from the Otago strike line there. Really good press coming from the strike line, and it's giving them good turnovers and building that counter-attack nice and high up the field. Free hit to Otago down their end of the field on the right-hand side. And a bit of a passive press though from the the Canterbury girls. And they find Tessa Jupp, who does a good dribble down the line. Finds a player on her right-hand side. Looks for a long ball down the line, but cut off well by Canterbury. But a bit of a missed trap, gives them the ball back to them. And we look to build on this right-hand side, who looks to find Claudia. Claudia's working really hard to get the ball. A few swinging sticks, but she does well to get it. And the ball's bobbled up off the Canterbury stick into the body of an Otago player. We'll go for a free hit to Otago on the right-hand side. Looks like Tegan's on the ball here. And she's going to look to find a good pass or do a good dribble to breach the circle, and she does so. Big swinging tackle from the Canterbury player, but makes all contact with the ball. And good bit of skill to work that out from Canterbury as they relieve a bit of pressure and take a 16.
Yeah, the Canterbury back forward doing really well to put a lot of pressure on the Otago strikers and just force a few turnovers. As Canterbury are really patient on the ball. They don't look too phased to be able to play with the ball inside their own 22. You know, they're not too phased to have it inside their red zone, so it's good to see from these players. It shows the maturity of them. As a nice overhead down the line for the Canterbury player. The Canterbury striker takes it down really well and uses a great bit of skill to turn infield and gives the ball wide. It's an excellent transfer from Canterbury. They're playing really well so far. Great bit of skill. Great transfer of play. Nice short, sharp passes. They get a circle entry along the baseline, under the shoulder. But it's struck out well by Canterbury. And here comes Claudia with a good opportunity to make a pass. But it's equally very well intercepted. As Claudia gets it back and she's going on a one-handed dribble. These one-handed dribbles from these ladies have been fantastic today. As she cuts infield and dribbles and passes the ball off. And it's a great interception by the Canterbury defender as she looks wide. And it's going to be mopped up quite well, as everyone just seems to be sort of standing still, wondering what's going on. And here come Canterbury down the line. It's a great ball, but unfortunately the Canterbury striker can't get a hold of it, and it looks like it'll dribble out for a 16, so they'll reset with Annabelle.
Cassandra on the ball there for Otago. She looks to give a nice line ball down to Chantel, and she's unable to trap that, and we'll go for a free hit to Canterbury on the right-hand side. Few long balls going, looking for Otago, and they're really working, just unable to get that last wee touch on that. So hopefully that going forward, that they'll be able to do that quite well. Cassandra looks to recycle that out to Annabelle at the back, and Canterbury has a bit of a passive press right now. Pretty happy to just sit back and let Otago make the mistakes, and they do so well. Good turnover there, but on the ball for Canterbury. Pops the ball into the middle, trying to build an attack here. Good sliding dive there, but unfortunately unable to get past the Otago defence. And when Otago are unable to control that ball on the right-hand side. So we'll go for a free hit to Canterbury on the right-hand side. And they'll look to take their time, look to build an attack slowly, and no real rush, which is good. Good turnover from Otago. Chantel making that tackle and winning a free hit. And Otago will look to take their time here, really build an attack, starting at the back, as Cassandra looks to go all the way back out to Annabelle. She might switch it, going wide right. Again, just a bit of a passive press from Canterbury, bit zonal from them, and they find a nice pass, breach the middle of the field. Look for a long pass now, which is good to see her. She gets a nice touch off to Ella. Bit of scramble though, a 2-on-1 situation for Canterbury, and they do really well to get a foot. Exceptional play there by the Canterbury defence with a 2-on-1 situation, and they've done really well to win a free hit. A high press though coming from the Otago strikers here. Hopefully trying to get a turnover as high up the field as possible, as Canterbury look to swing the ball around the back. Striker line following to the left-hand side, trying to make a turnover, giving them good pressure. They do so well. Tegan on the ball for Otago. Beats two players, looks for a pass, tries to beat another one, does. Finds Jade, who gets a free shot at the top of the circle, but just wide. Great pressure there from the Otago strike line, really turning the ball over as high up the field as possible and getting some good results. Unfortunate to not get that one going on goal, but good to get a shot on.
Yeah, exactly right, Jaden. That was a very nice passage of play from Otago, just patient on the ball, getting your head up, looking for those high strikers and finding them. And a bit of a long handle, bit of a spectacle pass straight to the stick of the Otago players. She'll look to cut outfield and cut back infield with the ball and finds the foot of the Canterbury player. So she'll just look to slow the game down a little bit as she gives the ball out wide. It's a great bit of skill from the Otago player, great hustle. Oh, I could have sworn that struck a foot of a Canterbury player, but nonetheless, it's Canterbury's free hit is it's been taken quickly by Britt. Fantastic bit of skill. She was doing it yesterday too, carving the Otago team up. It's a great midfield transfer. Great hockey by Canterbury. Can they recycle it? A bit of a shove there from the Otago player, so it's Canterbury's free hit. But just like to say, that was a fantastic piece of play from Canterbury to transfer the ball to the other side of the field where there was acres of space for them to work, and they got a free hit from it. Sublime hockey from Canterbury. As they look wide yet again, it's a bit of a crash ball, but it's a bit high, so it's Otago's ball.
Immense pressure coming from the Otago girls. Canterbury looking to do the best to counter it. Again, sitting back on a bit of a three-quarter press, and Otago breaching that well with Sarah on the left-hand side, who looks to beat her defender, but Canterbury doing really well to win a free hit on the right-hand side. As we enter the final 5 minutes of the first quarter, I definitely think that Otago is dominating right now, but it still is anyone's game, as the score is 0-0. Looking to transfer the ball here from the Canterbury. Does really well to beat one player. Finds a pass in the middle, but unfortunately not to one of the Cantabrian sticks. Otago looking to build an attack. Tegan on the ball, driving in the middle of the field, looking for a pass wide. Nice wee pop ball to Jade. Jade winds up and gets a shot off, and unfortunately just hit the foot of an Otago player on the post. Really great opportunity there. Could have been a goal, but really good to get that shot off. Canterbury looking to take that free hit nice and quick, and unfortunately the ball just bobbles over the sideline. Otago looking to continue that added pressure. Annabelle on the ball with the back, looking to switch it to Grace on the right hand side. May look for the line ball or back to Annabelle in the middle, has got plenty of time to control that ball. She looks to drive the middle of the field, looks to come wide, does so. Left hand side, big hit coming into the circle, but only as far as a Cantabrian stick. Chantal doing really well for Otago to put pressure on the defence, and Canterbury do well to get that ball out. Bit of skill coming here from Britt. Great tackle there from Liv Allen to get a free hit to Canterbury.
Yeah, Canterbury doing really well to force those errors from Otago. As Taylor Duffy's coming forward, she's got her head up. She's a dangerous player when she's in space, and she gives a good ball out wide, but it's great reverse straight interception by the Canterbury players. She'll look to transfer it, but Taylor's won the ball back, and she gives the ball out wide to Tegan, and she'll look wide. It's a great ball. It's fooled everyone, and the keeper smartly leaves it, and it's a Cantabrian 16-yard hit. Good goalkeeping to leave the ball as it had not been touched inside the circle.
Otago continuing with their added pressure. Canterbury managing to breach that though as they punch up the right hand side. Britt on the ball for Canterbury. She looks to pop the ball back in field. Nice pass. Unable to trap though. Well cleaned up by Annabelle at the back for Otago. We build the attack with Jade on the ball for Otago. A 2-on-1 situation. She gives the ball to Claudia. Claudia might wind up or pass to the post. She takes her time. A great save by the goalkeeper. Patient, and she makes an awesome save. Clinical save, which could have been a goal. And we go for a long corner for Otago with Brooke on the ball. Great opportunity though there for Otago, really showing promising stuff, creating those 2-on-1s where possible. Brooke takes that nice and quick, looks for a dribble, goes to 5 metres, gets a free hit just in front of the circle, copping a foot of a Canterbury player. And they look to give the ball to Taylor Duffy, who looks to be one play and does so successfully. She drives in, gives the ball to Claudia, but mopped up by the Canterbury defence, who look to build their attack on their left-hand side. Nice the way to pass out to the left, and they'll bring that ball back to Canterbury defender, and they switch to play. Great switch of play there, all the way to Britt on the right hand side. Gives a nice line ball down to one of her strikers. Unfortunately unable to trap that one, and we'll go for a 16 to Otago.
Yeah, really good hockey from both sides here. And it really shows the scoreboard is really reflecting how this game is. It's neck and neck. It's toss and tourney. It's a bit of everything, to be honest, as Canterbury come forward just over inside the Otago half, and they'll look to use this opportunity. As Britt's on the ball, she'll probably look long as she steps off for the other Cantab defender as she's taken it, but good pressure from the Otago striker to get in there and give a bit of hustle to the player as Canterbury reset just inside their own half, and they'll just look to reset, use a central defender, and Otago are really just happy to sit back in what looks like a half-court press, just let the Cantabs make the mistakes, let them knock the ball around the back a fair bit as a nice high ball comes up to the Canterbury striker as she looks to go for a dribble down the baseline, but it's a good tackle.
And we're in the final minute of the game, of the first quarter, and Canterbury win a free hit just outside the circle. Unlucky not to get a PC, but they look to get the ball in the circle. Good bit of skill there from the Cantabrian player, but well defended by Tessa, who looks to give the ball to Jade, and she builds an attack. Well defended though by Canterbury for a double turnover. They look to get to the top of the circle, manages to breach the circle, but mopped up well again by Tessa, giving away a free hit though. They switch the play to the right, Brett on the ball looking for the crash ball to the post. It's a great ball in, but unfortunately not able to get to a Canterbury stick. And we'll enter the last seconds of this quarter, and I think Otago will look to just walk that one off. And if we go over to the under-18 men's game, the score is 0-0 over there, and they are in their final 20 seconds of that game. Good bit of hockey out here for the two teams, and let's see what the next quarter brings for us. Welcome back, and now we're into the second quarter. Canterbury starting, trying to go forward as early as possible, and managed to win a turnover there, and just behind halfway. They look for a nice wee overhead, but unfortunately not able to get that one off. Claudia gets that for Otago. Big swinging tackle from Canterbury, winning the free hit just on halfway. Tessa on the ball though, looks to take it nice and quick, going right, finding an open space. Gives a nicer way to pass there. Sarah trying to get on the end of that, but unfortunately just out of the reach of her. Great passage of play. Otago really looking to take their free hits nice and quick. Catch that defensive Canterbury off guard, and it's really working. Again, we have a nice high press coming from the Otago team, putting the defenders under pressure. Bit of a missed pass, but still mopped up by the Canterbury defence. Looks to give a long pass down the line. Trapped by one of the strikers, I believe, of the Canterbury team, who looks to give a way to pass down the line. And it doesn't get past Cassandra though, who mops that up for Otago. Gives that to Ella in the middle. Ella looking to drive past two players, and unfortunately turnover there. Canterbury looking to take it nice and quick again, looking to build from that right hand side. 2-on-1 situation, but that ball just getting out of the reach of the Canterbury player. So we've got Otago on the ball on the left hand side, just inside their 25, looking for a big long ball, but well read by the Canterbury attackers, who look to build an attack but can't get past Tessa Job, who gives another line ball down the line, touched by Canterbury stick. So we'll go for a free hit to Otago just behind halfway. They may look to switch to play here, look to come all the way out to Cassandra at the back, and they do so. Might look to go to Grace on the right hand side or straight down the middle. Well, finds Tessa in the middle. They build from their left hand side. Tessa's going to use a bit of skill to beat a player. Decides to roll out instead, which is good. Cassandra on the ball for Otago. Look for Grace on the right hand side, who's got amples of space. Looks to drive that line, but good defence from the Canterbury striker to get a free hit against them. Grace on the ball on the right hand side for Otago, who cycles that out to Cassandra at the back. She's looking to take her time, no pressure really coming. Finds Taylor in the middle for a post up lead. He's going to look to give the ball out or a long ball to the T spot, but unable to link up with Chantal on the front.
And it appears over on turf 2, Otago have gone up 1-0 in the under-18 game. As Canterbury reset. Good offering up by the midfielder just to stretch the Otago press, but takes a bit too long on the ball, but finds a really nice pass to the other leading midfielder. Really nice string of play from Canterbury as the striker gets her head up. It's a good play transfer, but it's really well cut out by the Otago defender. There's a good opportunity for Otago to attack here. Good use of skill, and Brooke tries to turn on a dime and receive the ball as she looks long, but it's well intercepted by the Canterbury player and it goes out, so Otago get a reset. She's away straight away, Brooke, as she carries infield. It's a great ball to the top of the circle. It's a free shot. Oh, unfortunately, she missed the ball, but she hit it with the back of her stick. So Canterbury get to start again. It's a bit of a confusing call, but it is what it is, and Canterbury get to reset, and they're already away with the ball being passed out wide. Another good transfer from Canterbury. They're doing it pretty well today. And the Canterbury player cuts infield and looks to give the ball wide, but fakes everyone and is still going. Really nice string of play from Canterbury as the Canterbury players look for a nice long ball. It's in the circle, it's in the mixer, and a penalty corner has been awarded. That's very good hockey from Canterbury. They've been awarded with a penalty corner.
Good intensity coming out of the Canterbury team on the first quarter. Really looking to pounce back and go a goal ahead of the Otago girls. First PC of this game, and we'll see what's going to happen here. Might see a variation, or we might see a straight dig from the top. And it looks like we're going to have a single battery at the top. It might be a flick, or quite possibly a slide right or slide left. Big running drag to the right, but a bit inaccurate, but a good trap. And we get a straight hit from the left-hand layoff, and that comes off in Otago's stick. And we'll go for a long corner to Canterbury on the free hit to Canterbury on the right-hand pocket. Otago looking to keep this one out. Good pressure coming from the strikers there, not giving them an easy outlet. Canterbury look to dribble around the right-hand side. Big hit coming from the baseline, though. Touched Otago's stick, and they look to get that one out. Good bit of skill there to Claudia to get past two players. Looks to control the ball, but unfortunately the ball rolling over the sideline. However, umpire saw some bad tackling just before that, and Otago will go for a free hit just behind halfway. And we might look to recycle this all the way around. A passive press here from the Canterbury strikers. Looks for a long ball, finds an open player in the middle of the field, amples of space, finds Liv Allen on the left-hand side, but unfortunately unable to get that trap and Canterbury will get a free hit on the right-hand side.
Yeah, you can also notice that the substitutions are being utilised very well for both teams, and again it just shows the depth that both associations have. As Canterbury have a free hit just inside their own half, their defensive half, and they might look for another overhead, or just look to outlet as one of the midfielders offer up. It's a good 1-2, but could have sworn that ball went out. But Canterbury get the free hit, and they'll just look to pass it back to the central defender, and she'll get her head up and possibly walk the ball up and give the ball wide, which she does so nicely. Good ball speed. Nice pass, and the midfielder goes on a bit of a dribble. Everyone's peeling off her, so she goes on a bit of a run. Nice receive, nice pass, nice dribble, fantastic bit of play. And as Britt comes through, she passes the ball wide. It's fantastic play from Canterbury as they get an opportunity here. I could have sworn that was Canterbury's ball. Would have thought there was an obstruction there, but Otago get the free hit and they can reset.
Otago just looking to slow things down. It has been quite a bit of intensity coming from Canterbury. Probably dominating this quarter a bit more than Otago, as Cassandra looks to find a pass. No pressure coming, but all the passes marked up, and she looks to go wide left, but that pass just out of the reach of her fellow player. So it's, Canterbury will look to get a free hit on the right-hand side, taken nice and quickly to beat the defender, uses her pace to get around, then drives the baseline, finds an open player in the middle of the goal, circle, but unable to trap that and hits her foot. Tessa takes that free hit nice and quickly, but the umpire not happy with stopping the ball, so we'll go back to Cassandra on the edge of the circle, who looks to give Tessa the ball straight back, and she looks to give two dribble through 2 or 3 players, does so well, finds Liv Ellen on the left hand side, she traps this one, manages to go down the line. Good tackle from Canterbury, who's managed to mop that up. A big shoulder coming in there from Otago, and Canterbury winning that ball. Good intensity though out there, nice and physical, just unfortunate that one was a bit too physical. Otago with, Canterbury with the free hit here on the right hand side, and manages to find a pass and a foot of the striker of Otago. Again, they look to drive on that right hand side, really looking for those short little passes. Mopped up well though by Tessa, who manages to get the ball to Liv Allen, but then again cleaned up by the Canterbury defenders there. They look to just be patient, try and find the right pass. A wee post up there from Bella from Canterbury, looks to find a teammate on the right hand side. Good wee defence though. Bella manages to clean that one up again for Canterbury. Gets the ball on the right hand side, finds the T-spot, brings it all the way out to the right hand pocket as Canterbury look to drive that baseline with a good bit of skill. Beats one defender, but now looking to beat another, and she wins the free hit. Just in the right hand pocket there. Looks to come all the way out to the 22. Big ball in, but stopped by the Otago defence and kicked out by the goalie. And we will go for a long corner to Canterbury, just on the right hand side here.
Yeah, Canterbury's build-up for these past few set plays has been really fantastic, as Libby Collins, the skipper on the ball now, makes a bit of a mistrap, but recovers well and looks to throw a bit of a crash ball, but too many forehand sticks for Otago, and they mop up well as they look wider. It's a good trap by the Canterbury player, really well done. It was an important trap, as it probably would have been a 2-on-1 situation with the goalkeeper, but nonetheless she does well there, and Otago can reset here with grace. She looks to just knock it around the back, give the ball wide. Great ball speed from both teams as the ball's passed wide. It's a great ball down the line as there's a bit of skill being used, but needs good tackle from the Canterbury player.
Annabelle on the ball for Otago on the right hand side for them. Looks to put a ball into Tessa. Unable to trap it though. Bobbling to Liv Allen on the middle of the field. Finds Jade in the top of the circle. Good control of the ball. Looking for a shot. Gets a free hit and gets a PC. And that's well worked from the Otago girls. Good bit of skill at the top of the circle and manages to get a great result from that. And going over to the under-18 game, Canterbury just managed to put a goal in the back of the net, so that takes the scoreline to 1-1 in the second quarter with 8 minutes to go. Exceptional play on the from both teams on the other turf, very tight game. As we see a single battery here from the Otago girls, we might look to see a straight dig here from Tessa at the top. Drag all the way to Tessa. Tegan on the ball now. Finds Chantal on the spot, and Liv Allen just trying to put that one in, but unfortunately not making contact with the ball. Giving a free hit to Canterbury. They'll take that nice and early, trying to catch the defence of Otago off guard. Britt on the ball on the right hand side for Canterbury, looking to find a player. Uses their skill to beat one player on the left. drives that baseline, looks for a big hit across the goal. Stick saved there by Annabelle for Otago, but not as far as the Canterbury stick, and they get a shot off. Unfortunately, not going goalwards and just a bit wide. Very good passage of play there from Canterbury. Very end-to-end action. Very utilising the fact that Otago had a lot of players forward and looked to take that free hit nice and quickly.
Yeah, very good counter-attacking hockey from Canterbury. They utilised their numbers and got the ball forward as Brooke gets her head up with the ball. Looks to slap long. It's a good ball, but none of the strikers are high enough to be able to receive it as Canterbury get a free hit. They'll just look to slow the game down a bit. It's been quite fast-paced as you see more substitutions are being made. It's good that they're utilising that. There's a nice receive by the Canterbury midfielder. She looks long, but she's given it straight to the Otago player at the top of the circle. It's an excellent opportunity for Otago. She gets in the circle, open shot. Oh, it's gone high. It's struck the Canterbury player in the shoulder. It's a bit of a mind lapse from the Canterbury player to give the ball straight across the top of the circle, and Otago unfortunately couldn't capitalise on that perfect opportunity, but Canterbury pressured well.
Otago maybe just need to be a bit more clinical on the ball at the top of the circle. There was a free player, but the attacker decided to go for the dribble instead. But good to get the shot off, just unfortunate it didn't go goalwards. Canterbury now with the ball in their own half. Bit of a passive press here from the Otago team. Pretty happy to sit back and be patient as Canterbury go wide to their right. Good touch there from Chantal and Otago. Gives the ball to Jade. Jade uses her skills to beat one player. She drives forward, looks for that long pass, but straight to a Canterbury player. And Canterbury look to build their attack on the right, but well intercepted by Liv Allen. Liv Allen winning the ball. Good wee skills there, looking for a pass. Puts the ball into the circle, but finding a Canterbury foot instead. Liv looks to take that nice and quickly. Ball's at the top of the circle, not managing to get into the circle, and well mopped up by the defence of Canterbury. And now they build their attack on the right-hand side. Brett on the ball for Canterbury, finds a player in field. Unfortunately, unable to trap that, and Brooke mopping that up for Otago. Nice awaited pass, though. Unfortunately, a bit of miscommunication, and that pass just bobbling over the sideline there for Otago as they make their subs. Tegan running onto the field, trying to get some pressure on that free hit. Does so really well. Gets a great turnover. She looks to use her speed to drive forward, get a good result. We've got the top of the circle now. She might shoot this, she might wait. Good push. Good re-save from the Canterbury. And it's a goal. Great pressure there from Tegan to put that ball in the back of the net there. Good first stop from the Canterbury defender, but unable to control that ball, and Tegan really getting on the end of that and putting it in the back of the net. Good wee sub there. As soon as she got on, she worked her ass off and got to that ball and got a great turnover.
Yeah, really good hockey from Otago. Tegan was very mature and not shooting from the top and shaping a better line to the goal. And as Canterbury have another opportunity already, but it's well taken out by Annabelle. She looks up, hits long. It's a great track by the Otago player as Tegan looks to get on the end of it, and she does well. She keeps the ball in, and she'll be looking to dribble through the whole Canterbury team as Brooke on the ball now. She looks to get inside the circle. It's gone through everyone. Oh, you would have thought one player would have been able to trap there, but unfortunately for Otago, it's gone through. Unfortunately for Otago, it's gone through everyone as Canterbury get a reset. Canterbury playing looking long, but it's probably just better to hold off and give the ball to the midfielders. Nice little 1-2 between the midfielders and the fullback to stretch the Otago press a little bit, and sort of wasted ball there.
Grace on the ball for Otago, just in front of halfway. A bit of a higher press here from the Canterbury strikers, and Grace looks to go infield, but a bit of miscommunication. Britt cleans that up for Canterbury, and she drives down the middle of the field using her pace. Looks to beat one striker, gets a free shot at the top of the circle. She does, gets a reverse off. Well defended though by Otago to get a stick on that, not giving a free shot. But Canterbury winning the ball back. Ball in the circle, looking for a PC, but Canterbury's defence doing really well, making sure that ball doesn't hit their foot. Brooke on the ball for Otago, looking to take off. Again, a bit of miscommunication between the strikers and passer, and they've given the ball straight to Canterbury. They build their attack on the right-hand side. Nice switch of play. Good bit of skill there. Good tackle by Grace. Unfortunately, the ball just popping up. Canterbury getting a free hit. Looks to take it really quickly, but the Otago defence just getting in the way. Brooke on the ball using her skill. Looking for a long handle pass here. Does so, but only as far as a Canterbury stick. And now they're going to look to be patient, build the attack on the right-hand side. Switch to play here, as Otago's defence just looks to sit back and make a tackle when possible. Good wee dribble though from Canterbury at the edge of the circle. Wins a free hit from all those hacking that she got there. And Canterbury looking to make a circle entry when possible here. Driving on the right-hand side. Mopped up though by Otago, and get another turnover for Canterbury, and that ball just bobbles over the baseline, and we'll go for a 16-2 Otago.
Canterbury doing really well to take apart the Otago press. They have acres of space when they let their midfielders get the ball into open space, so it's been really good as the ball's given down the line, and Claudia looks to be able to, oh, it's a bit of a mistrap, so it's going to be a foot race, and unfortunately nor the Canterbury player or the Otago player had the legs to get a hold of it as Canterbury get a reset with a 16. She looks to just give it to the midfield again. It's a bit of a bobbly pass to the reverse, and Otago try to capitalise on that as Taylor Duffy gives a bit of hustle. It's a great tackle. Oh, apparently not. She's going to the bin for 2 minutes. Sorry about that. That was a bad tackle apparently. Well, I thought it was a good tackle because she got the ball, but she'll be sitting on the bench for 2 minutes. As the Canterbury are using that sideline yet again, they've been doing it really well all day. Back into the middle. I mean, look how much space there is on that left side. If they just use it, it's a good ball, but it's cut out well by Brooke.
Brooke building on the right-hand side there, and wins a free hit on the right-hand side there. Otago will be finishing this quarter with only 10 players, unfortunately, due to that card, and Canterbury might look to capitalise on that opportunity, being 1 player up over Otago there. Otago looking for a long pass, finds Ella in the middle there. Ella using her skills to beat a player. Good defence though from Canterbury. She rolls infield, looks for Tegan in the middle. Tegan gets the ball, good bit of skill, beats 1 player but finds a Cantabrian stick. And that ball's popped off a Cantabrian stick and popped into the body, and we've gone for a body shot, and that will be a PC to Otago. Great opportunity for the girls here. I think this is their second PC, and they might look for a variation here after their last PC. And that should bring us to the end of the first quarter. Good accurate drag there from Ella. Gets a nice shot off, but cleaned up well by the defence. Not as far as a stick. Grace on the shot. Good shot at goal. Great save by the goalkeeper, who just kicks that one out, and that will end the first quarter. Well, second quarter, sorry. And we're back for the second half of the senior women's game between Otago Hockey and Canterbury Hockey. And the score is 1-0 currently to Otago. Canterbury looking to throw another overhead, unsuccessful, but managing to get through all the players. Mopped up well though by Grace at the back for Otago, who looks for that long ball down the line. Finds Liv Allen on the right hand side. She looks to beat one player, does really well, gets a free hit, and they'll look to just slow things down here and take that nice and easy. Looks for a nice long ball down the line. Finds Sarah on the right hand side. And Liv Allen picks that one up. Unfortunately unable to get past Britt there, who uses her skill to get a free hit. Oh no, going to the Otago player actually. Not touching anyone's stick, so a free hit to Otago on the right hand side. And they might look to outlet here, or don't they go into the middle, find Tessa, find a running receive there, good post up. And she uses some really good skill to win a free hit just on the edge of the circle on the right hand side there. And she's going to look to find a stick-to-stick pass. Finds Brooke on the left hand side, who puts a great ball inside in the circle. Unable to find a stick of a Otago player, and will go for a free hit to Canterbury.
Yeah, Otago have come out firing in this first quarter, already putting Canterbury under the pump as we see Britt probably going on another dribble. Yeah, cutting infield, going on another nice dribble as she changes the angle of attack. Really nice skills from her. That's a great ball too. That's fantastic hockey from Britt. As the Canterbury player uses a bit of skill, but it's a good tackle. And Britt on the ball again. Looks for a bit of a long handle, but there's no one on the end of that. And Otago get a reset with Annabelle. Grace, sorry.
Cassandra on the ball here for Otago in the middle. She's just looking to slow things down. 3 at the back situation here for Otago. Two in the middle. We got Tessa and Taylor Duffy as Cassandra looks to make a running lead. Finds Taylor, but well read by the Canterbury defence. Unfortunately unable to get a clean tackle on that one. And Taylor on the ball now for Otago on the left hand side. And just waiting patiently. Maybe Grace is going to step up and take this one. And she passes it back out to Grace on the left, looking to transfer to the right hand to Cassandra, who's going to take her time. No real pressure coming from the striker line. Great pass to Grace, who's going to drive on that left hand side there. Striker line now stepping up, trying to make a tackle, forcing an error though, and a great turnover for Canterbury. And they look to form a counter attack on the right hand side. Very unlucky to not win a free hit though, and Otago managing to win a free hit instead. Brooke on the ball, taken nice and quickly, driving into the 25, puts a good ball into the circle, finds a Canterbury stick, but unable to trap that very well, so let's see what Otago can make of it. And they get a PC. Very well passed, great passage of play, from Otago, really quick off the mark to take that free hit by Brooke, puts a nice floated ball into the circle, and it really just bobbles around, and Otago capitalise on that to get a PC.
Yeah, great hockey from Otago. They've really come out firing in this quarter, and they've deserved a PC, so should be interesting to see what they do this time. As you can see, yeah, Tessa and Taylor Duffy, yeah, it's the combo. Yeah, the single bracket combo. We saw it happen a few times yesterday if you didn't tune into that game, and it was working pretty well for them, so we'll see what happens this time. It's a good injection, good trap. It's a layoff. Oh, it's a good save by the goalkeeper. Yeah, Tessa's on the ball again inside the circle in the mixer. It's an open shot. Good goalkeeper. And Claudie's on the ball now. Oh, I just can't seem to get in the goals. Canterbury do really well to earn themselves what should have been a free hit, but that's a really nice, that's a fantastic trap. It's a 2-on-3 situation here. It's a great ball, and Canterbury have an awesome opportunity to get inside the circle. Good play. They've earned themselves a PC. That's fantastic hockey from Canterbury.
Great end-to-end action there. We were just at a PC with Otago down the other end, and they've managed to mop up any shot that Otago had, any chance, and get the ball down the other end and earn to a well-deserved PC. I think this may be their first PC of the game, or second PC in fact, for Canterbury, and we'll see what they can do. Awesome opportunity for them to equalise here, going into the third quarter. Nice accurate drag there from the Canterbury dragger. Bit of a mishap, but they managed to get control of the ball. Still going here, a lot of stick hacks here, and the ball's ended up in the back of the goal. Well played by Canterbury. A bit of a sloppy PC. Really didn't work how they wanted it to, but the end result is the best result that they could ask for. A lot of swinging sticks in there and a lot of hacking, but the referee let it all flow, and the ball has ended up in the back of the goal. That takes the scoreline to 1-1 going into the third quarter with 11 minutes to go. Exceptional play from Canterbury, a well-deserved PC, and let's see what Otago's going to do here.
Really well-deserved goal from Canterbury. They're really bouncing back from that tough loss that they had yesterday. Again, they're pouncing on all the opportunities they get. They're capitalising on all of Otago's errors, and they've been playing some really good hockey, really good individual brilliance from each player out on this turf so far. So it should be good to see what they have in store for us in these last two quarters. He's out with the captain, the skipper. It's good interception by Claudia. Oh, if she just got a hold of that a little bit more, it would have been almost a one-on-one, but Brooke just hits the ball into the Canterbury foot to relieve a bit of pressure, and she looks up. She looks for a long handle. That's a great ball, but the Otago striker unfortunately can't get a hold of that, and Canterbury have a 16 with the skipper yet again. And she'll probably just look to the other fullback. No, she gives it wide actually. And it's well intercepted by Otago, so Canterbury get a free hit.
Going over to the under-18 games on the other turf, the score is 1-1 with 12 minutes to go in the third quarter. Big long handle hit there from Canterbury, well intercepted though by Brooke, who gets a deflection off to Tessa in the middle of the field. Tessa's got ample of space to run. She finds a pass on the right hand side, looking to transfer that ball out to Ella on the right. Does so successfully. Ella looks to drive on that right hand side, beats one player, beats two players, finds a pass and gets a good result. Free hit to Otago just on the edge of the circle on the right hand side. And she looks to drive the top of the circle, goes the 5 metres, gets inside the circle, but a Canterbury stick there just blocking any opportunity to get a shot. They look to counteract attack on that left hand side. Scrambled defence coming from Otago. Good replay from Canterbury, finding another pass, looking to find another, beats one player, 2-on-1 situation there, gets that pass off, but a miscommunication, unfortunately not able to get on the end of that. Promising stuff there though from the Canterbury strike line, good counter attacking opportunity, and I'm sure they'll look to do one better next time round. Annabelle on the ball for Otago, looking to drive that ball forward. Good tackle though from Bella, unable to get the ball unfortunately. Finds Ella for the Otago team, got driving that right hand side, looking to find a pass on Claudia down the end, but a great tackle from the Canterbury defence to win a free hit out.
Nice passage of play from Otago there. They're just being quite patient on the ball and forcing a few errors from Canterbury as Britt will look to use a bit of skill. She does so again. She's been doing that so well these past few days as she gets her head up again. Good hockey. She goes infield, gives the ball wide, but Canterbury player wasn't even looking. As Otago get a reset on the sideline. As they'll probably roll the ball out. They'll look up the line. Commentator's curse again, and Otago have a great opportunity to get inside the circle here as they've been doing so well. Great baseline dribble is great commitment, putting your body on the line, but fortunately the follow-up shot wasn't on target.
Heading over to the under-18 game though, an Otago player's just been green carded, so that takes them down to 10 players, and Canterbury might look to capitalise on that. Ball at the top of the circle though for Otago here, managing to win a free hit just on the edge of the circle there. Tegan on the ball. Might look to dribble the 5 metres and put a ball in, or look for a pass out to Tessa if she can. She does look for that 5 metre dribble, dribbles across the face of the circle, gets good control of the ball, good pressure though from Canterbury, and they manage to come out with the ball successfully. They're going to look to slow things down, build an attack, Britt on the ball there, looking to use her skills to drive infield, does so successfully, now using her speed to get around everyone. Open channel on the right hand side, might look to pass the ball to a striker, and she does, and the striker gets on the end of that, good trap there. And now we've got a great attacking opportunity here, finds another part. 2-on-2 situation, good tackle from Tessa, unfortunately the ball hitting her foot though, so Canterbury win a free hit on the edge of the circle on their right hand side. See what they can do with this opportunity here, finds a pass back out, might look for a crash ball in field, does so, finds a player on the baseline, but unfortunately unable to trap that. Very promising pass, an open player left on the baseline, and I'm sure it would have been a different story if she trapped that one.
Yeah, the basics of this Canterbury team in this past quarter have been absolutely phenomenal. I don't think I've seen a mistrap in a very long time from either side, might I add. And as we see, Britt, another good interception, and she'll be looking to go infield yet again. She might give the ball wide, yes she does, but fortunately the Canterbury player can't get a hold of that as the commentator's curse comes into play as Grace fires a very nice ball down the line to the Otago striker, and she gives a nice ball infield, but it's well cut out by the Canterbury back four as it's a long corner now, and Otago will be looking to capitalise on this perfect opportunity to possibly get a circle entry or even a goal or a PC. Is he just slowing the game down a bit more? Yeah, nice dribble, very nice dribble. She still got it. She gets a free hit even closer to the circle, so really good opportunity. The middle of the field's quite congested, so you can get the ball out and roll it and possibly get the ball wide. And on turf 2, Canterbury have just gone up 2-1 in the under-18 Cup. They've really capitalised on the player being green carded.
Ball in the circle though for Otago. Great ball in there from Tegan. Canterbury mopping that one up quite well. Starting a counter-attack on their left-hand side. Bit of scrambled defence from Otago, trying to use a bit of skill to beat a player, but Cassandra mopping that up quite well. Although Canterbury managed to get a double turnover. Ball at the top of the circle. Two free players in the circle, but mopped up really well by Gray. She's done really well for Otago. Double turnover again though. Good wee skill from Canterbury. Free shot possibly, but no, mopped up. Great defence there from Annabelle from Otago, not letting a shot come, and mopped up well by Tegan, who's gave a great long ball to Sarah down the line. One-on-one with the goalie, nice sliding wee shot, and the goalie's done really well, and we will go for a PC. Again, some more NTN action, an opportunity just for Canterbury at the top, and they've done really well to counter-attack that and get a nice wee drive down the left-hand side for a result they will be definitely happy with. And let's see what this PC is going to bring for them. An accurate drag, unfortunately, from Lavelle, I think it was, but a good PC in the end. They managed to get a shot off on the right-hand side, going to that left post. Unfortunately, not able to get a stick on that, and we'll go for a 16 to Canterbury as they look to work this ball out. A bit of a passive press from the strikers of Otago, making Canterbury make the mistakes. Good wee ball down the line, though, to Bella and Canterbury, but good defence from Otago, winning a free hit there. And they'll look to use this opportunity to go forward again. And they do so. Tegan on the left-hand side looks to drive infield, use her skill to beat a player, but good defence there from Britt, who wins the ball. She's looking to use her teammate Bella, and she does so well. Good attacking opportunity. Big hit coming in, but off the goalkeeper. Now they've gone to the right of the field. I'm not sure she actually knew where that ball was gone, and it's ended up in a Canterbury stick, and they look to penetrate the circle on the baseline here. Good baseline drive, good defence, and that's hit a foot of an Otago player. Promising stuff there from Canterbury. It's an awesome baseline drive there. Great passage of play, really aggressive there, and they've got a good result, and it's another PC here. And let's see what they can do with this one here.
Yeah, they've thoroughly deserved a penalty or an outcome in the circle, so should be interesting to see what they do. As we see Britt setting up for in the first bracket. Seems to be a bit of a trend with the Canterbury players. They love going on their little strolls to the drag-out spot. So it's a bit of a variation, but it's cut out really well by Otago since the drag wasn't too good. As they have a free shot at the side, good save by the keeper. As Canterbury will set up for a long corner.
Goalkeeper just losing her balance on that one, but doing really well to clear that wide, and Canterbury getting possession of the ball. A bit of a variation on the PC, going for that short drag, but really well read by the Otago PCD, and they did really well to clean any opportunity of a shot there. Canterbury looking to get a circle in a tree, and they do so. Good wee skill there from the striker of Canterbury, and does really well to win another PC. We might be lucky to see another variation after the last one, or even just a straight dig from the top, but really well worked from Canterbury, really putting the pressure on Otago at the moment. Good running drag, good accurate, nice and accurate. Straight dig from the top, but well run down by Claudia from Otago. And that's really well defended by Otago. And we will go for a long corner for Canterbury. They were appealing for a foot, but both umpires said that they didn't see anything. And so we will go for a long corner.
Yeah, there's a lot of comms coming out from both teams. You know, a fair bit of aggression coming out with each umpire call. As Otago have a really aggressive press inside their own 22. It's a good tackle from Liv Allen as there's a bit of a crash ball, and Taylor Duffy's on the end of it as she clears out. It's strike the foot. They're not happy with it because she raised her foot and they thought it went high, but it hit her foot, so it's Otago's ball. As the ball's been given wide, and they'll look wide straight away as, oh, it's a risky pass. You know, the Canterbury player was nearly on the end of it. As a bit of a long handle slap goes down the line. It's well trapped by the Canterbury defender. Good hustle by the Otago striker to get the ball back.
Otago are going to look to build an attack here just in front of halfway, looking for that long ball. Nice sliding dive there from Canterbury, unfortunately not able to get on the end of the ball. Good attacking opportunity though from Otago, and unfortunately not able to trap that one as well, and we'll go for a 16 to Canterbury. Really promising attack there from Otago, really looking to go forward, which is good, and Canterbury just taking that free hit nice and quickly, but Otago ready for that, and it was a quick turnaround there, easy turnover. And we have another turnover at the top of the circle where Canterbury will get a free hit out. A lot of end-to-end action at the moment. It's a very equal game, I would say, at the moment, with the last minute of the third quarter ahead of us. They find a nice inlet pass. Good wee triangle going on there. Good wee short passes from Canterbury. Looking to beat one player. Successfully does so, but Cloyd works and gets that ball back. Taylor Duffy on the ball for Otago. Wins a free hit, and they look to just slow things down. Liv Allen takes it actually nice and quick. Finds Tegan in the middle of the field. Unfortunately unable to trap that one, and that one just copping her foot. Nice high ball there, some may say dangerous, and the referee does agree, and we'll go back to the 25 for a free hit as we enter the final 20 seconds of this quarter. Otago definitely will look to make something of it, look for a crash ball, but mopped up by Canterbury really well, and they're going to look to build an attack in the final 10 seconds. Big drive coming here from Canterbury, finds a free play on the right hand side, but the ball just out of their reach, and that's going to end the third quarter for this game. And if we go over to the under-18 game on the other turf, the score is still 2-1 to Canterbury, and they will enter the final minute of their third quarter. And now we enter the final quarter of the senior women's game here. The score is 1-0. It is anyone's game, and we'll see who's going to take this one out. Canterbury looking to make an early break. Do so well, but Tessa cleans that up for Otago, and she makes a nice attacking break on the right-hand side. Links up with Chantel on her right. She controls that ball, but not as far as a Canterbury stick, and then they manage to defend that quite well. But Chantel wins the ball back for Otago, looking to change the play, but a Canterbury stick getting in the way of that. And they look to just hit the ball out to relieve a bit of pressure, and we'll get a free hit for Otago on the left-hand side. Grace on the ball on the left for Otago. She may look to recycle this out to Annabelle in the middle, and she does so. Might look to change the play on the right-hand side. Plenty of space down there, and she does. Passes out to the right half, and look to go down the line to Grace. and unfortunately unable to trap that one, and that ball just wobbling over the sideline. Free hit to Canterbury on the left-hand side. Britt on the ball. Might look to use a bit of skill, or finds one of her players in the middle of the field. Well mopped up though by Tessa, and she looks to give it to Taylor in the middle. Plenty of space in the middle, and she looks to drive forward, finds a fellow teammate on the left. Unfortunately just out of the reach of Brooke, and we'll get a free hit to Canterbury on their right-hand side. Good pressure though coming from the Otago team, really looking to go forward at every opportunity they get, and we'll get a free hit to Canterbury again on the right-hand side. Canterbury may look to go around, or they may look to go forward if they can. They look to roll that out as we see the Otago strikers slowly creeping forward, putting pressure on that pass, and a great turnover there. Brooke Eddie on the ball for Otago, looks to recycle that out to Annabelle. Plenty of time though, may look to pass the ball to Tessa in the middle, finds Grace at the back, Grace to Tessa in the middle, unable to trap down unfortunately. Gives that straight to Britt for Canterbury. Nice through ball, but cleaned up well by Grace. A mishap though, that's unfortunately give it straight back. And Canterbury look to attack the top of the circle here. Ball in the dotted line, big crash ball in the circle. And that rolls just outside the post. Really unfortunate to not get a stick on that for Canterbury. I'm sure Otago will be happy with that outcome though, as they get a 16. Annabelle on the ball for Otago. She looks to give a nice long ball to Ella on the right hand side, but just out of the reach. Both Canterbury and Otago not getting to that ball, and Canterbury will get that free hit on the left hand side. Canterbury looking to go forward here, but well read by Tessa in the middle. She looks to have a fast break with her teammate Sarah on the left-hand side. A bit of a missed pass though, and unable to get on the end of that. She tries to slide into that one, but the ball just rolling over the sideline. We're giving Canterbury a free hit on the right-hand side. Canterbury working that on their right-hand side. A little bobble pass over an Otago player's stick, but cleaned up well by Brooke on the left. And she'll look to take that free hit nice and quick. Big crash ball coming into the circle, finding an Otago stick, but unfortunately that ball just rolling over the back sideline. Promising crash ball there, taken nice and quick, and really good from those Otago strikers to get in front of their defenders. To go for a 16 to Canterbury. Very high press from the Otago girls. Almost getting a good turnover, but Canterbury working out really well. Britt on the ball, going to use her pace and skills to get through a few players. She drives infield, finds her teammate in the middle of the field. Great pass in the middle of the field, one-on-one with the defender there, but really mopped up well by Annabelle for Otago. Really promising attacking play there from Canterbury, but you just can't get past the defence of Otago, and they've done really well to get that out. Free hit to Otago, Annabelle on the ball in the middle of the field. She's just looking to take her time. Looks for a long pass, good post up there from Jade, and Ella might look to run on the end of that if she can get to it, and she does so really well. And wins a free hit just on the sideline inside the 25. And that was a nice one touch there from Jade. Whether that was a bit of a mistrap or an actual one touch, who knows, but it's worked out really well for them. And a ball in field to Ella, looking to use her skills to drive to the top of that circle. Does so really well, but Canterbury's defence too good, and they come out with the ball in the middle of the field. Starting a nice counter attack, but cut off well by Taylor Duffy. Looking to use her skills as well to drive the middle of the field. And she wins a free hit for a few duty tackles. Really well played there by Taylor, and she looks to take that nice and quick and find a teammate. Fortunately finding a Canterbury stick, but a mistrap giving Otago the ball on the left hand side there. Brooke on the ball in the left hand pocket. She looks to drive and beat this player, looking to drive the baseline, puts a nice ball in, nice and flat, but only to a Canterbury stick, and now they work the ball out on their right hand side. Find one of their players down the line, beats one player, looking to use her pace to drive as Tessa from Otago is going to come in and make a tackle if she can. Great pass though from the Canterbury player, cleaned up by Cassandra Dawson, and she wins a free hit. Good defence from Otago, looking to take that nice and quickly. Could have been a card if the Canterbury player made contact with that ball, but she decided to hold off. Tessa driving down the right hand side, big top handle hit to find Jade in the middle of the field, but just out of her reach, and ball bobbing off her stick to a Canterbury player, and they look to drive on their right hand side. Nice pass down the line, but unfortunately not able to trap that one. So we'll go for a free hit to Otago on the left hand side with Brooke on the ball. A bit of a passive press again from the Canterbury team, so we may look for an outlet back from Brooke or a big long handle hit. Unfortunately a bit of a duff to hit, and that's just fallen in the hands of Canterbury, but Brooke looking to clean up her mistake and try and make a tackle she can. Big reverse, great ball in from the Canterbury team, but unfortunately no striker able to get on the end of that one. Promising ball in from Canterbury. I'm sure their strikers will be looking to get on the ends of those in the rest of this quarter. Grace on the ball for Otago. Good press here from Canterbury, not giving them an easy pass, blocking every option off. Grace dribbling forward and trying to find Liv Allen, but Britt really cleaning that up for Canterbury, and she finds Bella on the left-hand side, but a great tackle from Otago, getting that free hit to relieve a bit of pressure that Canterbury's putting on them right now. We'll get a free hit for Otago with Grace on the ball. Grace looks to give that ball into the middle to Caitlin in the middle, and she does really well to find Tegan on the left, who's got amples of space. She looks to drive infield, beat one player, and does so successfully. Into the 25 now, looking to use her skill to beat that player and beat one more. Does really well to win a free hit, and she's going to look to take that nice and quickly. And looks to find Tessa on the right, but copping a stick of a Canterbury player and bobbling up in the air. And they'll win a free hit just outside the circle, I believe. Liv Allen on the ball for Otago on the dotted line, and she's going to look to go 5 metres and put that ball in, but Canterbury's defence done really well to come out with that ball, looking for a counter-attack opportunity. Bit of support coming now for the Canterbury players. Britt using her skill to drive infield once again, trying to link up with her teammates, but miscommunication between two of them, and luckily they've won the free hit though, as they look to go wide and right. Lots of space down the line. They look to give a long ball, and good attacking intent, trying to get in front of their defender and forcing errors for Otago. And they'll win a free hit just outside the 25. They may look to go infield here or use their skill to get around the play. They do look to use their skill and does so quite successfully. Good bit of skill, good ball in. Trying to find Bella from Canterbury, but mopped up well by Otago goalkeeper. Britt looks to give that ball to the T-spot, but a bit of a mistrap, and that ball just bobbles out the baseline and gives Otago a free kick. Good goalkeeping though from Jenny Wilson to get that ball out and not let the ball in the goal for Otago. Very high press again coming from Canterbury, trying to force errors, and luckily for Otago managing to get that one out. Looking down the line, free ball infield, anyone's ball, everyone's running for it, but Canterbury winning that one. I look to drive down the line. Scrambled defence from Otago, but well picked up from Cassandra to put it on a Cantabrian foot to win the free hit. They may look to take this quite quickly, start going forward, and she does so. Keep going forward, no pressure coming. Look to use her skills, but good defence and great tackle from Canterbury. We got a one-on-one situation here with Bella and Grace, and Bella does really well, but Grace does even better and makes a great tackle. And she gets a PC, unfortunately. Just going straight all body into that tackle, not making any contact with the ball. Nice accurate drag there from Canterbury. They look to do a variation on the right. Big swinging hit, but great save by the postie for Otago, and a lot of physicality in there, but the call going Otago's way with obstruction. A well-worked PC, but even better PCD from Otago, as they'll get a 16 free hit here. Annabelle on the ball, looking to give that to Cassandra on the right, looking to attack that right-hand side if they can. Unfortunately giving the ball straight to Britt from Canterbury, and she's looking to drive into the circle, maybe even take the shot. Gets in the base, gets into the circle, gets a shot off, and Canterbury winning a PC again. Great pressure though coming from the Canterbury players, really driving them to the top of the circle when they can, and getting a push off and a shot at goal. And winning a well-deserved PC, and we'll see what they can do with this one. Again, a good drag. They went for the straight dig this time. Maybe even coming off the body of the postie, but the referee saying no. And they will go for a long corner to Canterbury. Canterbury not happy with the call. Really sure that came off the body of a Otago player, but the referee's being stern and saying it did not. So we'll go for that long corner. Good intent coming from the Canterbury though. They make an attacking opportunity. Good defence though from Otago. They're going to work the ball out and they win a free hit hitting the foot of a Canterbury player. Very good intent though from Canterbury, really using every opportunity they can to penetrate the circle. And we look to get the ball out. A bit of a mistrap though from the Otago players, giving Canterbury a free hit inside halfway on the left hand side. We have a high striker for Otago, making sure that ball doesn't come back. So Canterbury look to go forward, and they do. And when a free hit for Otago, Otago look to find Tessa in the middle. Tessa looking to use her skills and pace to drive forward, and she does so very successfully. Trying to find some support, finds a pass at the top of the circle on Tegan. Tegan gets a shot off, but unfortunately not making good contact with the ball, and will go for a free hit to Otago at the top. Very promising drive though from Tessa, and a great pass and great sight to find Tegan at the top. So let's see if they can make something of this free hit here. Finds Ella at the top of the circle. She winds up for a shot, but good defence. Manages to get another shot off, but again, good defence from Canterbury, not letting anything through them. Canterbury trying to work this one out, and they do so well, winning a free hit on their right hand pocket. Otago looking to have a high press, not letting an easy pass out here. And Canterbury managed to breach that and then find a good pass outlet. And another great pass in the middle of the field, but not trapped very well. Annabelle cleaning it up, managing to find Grace on the left, and they find a play on the right hand side, looking to find Ella on the right, but intercepted well by Britt for Canterbury, and she pops that over the sideline. Cassandra on the ball for Otago, puts the ball into the middle of the field. They look to stay on the right hand side, finds Chloe on the right. She's going to look to use her skills to beat it, and she does. She's going to look to beat one more player or find the pass. Good baseline drive, and she wins a free hit just outside the edge of the circle, almost winning a PC, but I'm sure they'll be happy with a free hit. Free hit on the edge of the circle for Canterbury. Looks to find Claudia outright. She looks to drive infield, puts a big reverse, and then finds the stick of an Otago player, and she manages to just get a shot off, but exceptional goalkeeping from the goalkeeper, who saves 2 shots in a row. But good effort from Sarah to trap that bobbly ball and get a good outcome from it. And Otago still get the ball with a long corner on the right hand side there. Good defence though from Canterbury, not giving them an easy pass, and intercepted well there by Brett, using his skills to get past yet again multiple players. Drives infield, looking for that support, puts a great ball in the middle. Well read though by Canterbury, looking for a 2-on-1 situation. She gives the ball on the baseline, 1-on-1 with the goalie, and she puts it in the goal. She manages to put it through the legs of Jenny Wilson. I believe that's Bella from Canterbury. A great play though from Canterbury, started at the other end of the circle. Great skill from Britt driving infield, finds a fellow player in the middle of the field as well. Cross ball, switches to play, finds an open play on the baseline. An exceptional skill to put that in the goal. That puts Canterbury up 2-1 with the 3 minutes 30 to play in this final quarter. Otago really looking to attack as early as possible. Good turnover from Canterbury, and another turnover again for Otago. Look to give an overhead down the right hand side from Tessa to Claudia. She's going to look to use her pace and skills. She drives infield, does so well. She's going to look to link up with her Taylor at the top. Taylor gets a nice shot at the top, saved by the goalkeeper. Good intent though from Otago, really good to get a shot up at the top, but again exceptional work from the goalkeeper for Canterbury, who pads that one away with ease. Canterbury now on the counter attack and looks to recycle that out and be patient here. Finds a player on the right, unfortunately are not able to trap that. Annabelle on the right hand side. Good intent coming from Otago. They're going to look to equalise with 2 minutes 40 to go. Every opportunity they get, they're going to look to go forward. Finds Taylor in the middle. Taylor unfortunately unable to trap that. Hits her foot. Canterbury looking to keep going forward. Finds an open play on the right hand side. And she looks to use her skill to beat the Otago defender. And she does really well. Wins a free hit. She may look to take this quite quickly or just slow things down, being a goal up. And they do. They slow things down. Looks to find an outlet pass. Uses her skill. Finds Britt on the left hand side. She might look to hold the ball. Yep, she looks to use her skills. Great tackle though from Annabelle to put the ball over the baseline, and we'll go for a long corner. Canterbury won't be in any rush to take this one with 2 minutes on the clock and being 1 goal up. They look to just hold the ball. Good defence though from Otago. Great tackle from Claudia, and she's going to look to use her pace, take off. 2 minutes on the clock. She's going to look put everything in it. She's beaten one player, using her pace to drive infield. Support coming now, puts a good good ball through the middle, but mopped up well by the Canterbury defence, and we'll go for a long corner to Otago. 1 minute 40 on the clock. Ball in the 25. We've got 11-man defence from Canterbury as they don't want to concede a goal. Big swinging tackle there, and Ella does really well, beats one player, but unfortunately she can't beat the other, and Canterbury come out with the ball. Finds Bella, the goal scorer, on the left-hand side. She's looking to hold the ball. Another awaited pass, but mopped up well by Annabelle. She looks to go forward, finds Cassandra in the middle. Cassandra finds Tess. Tess is going to look to drive that forward, finds a nice long ball to Jade on the left-hand side. Bit of a mistrap, but ball's still free. Brooks got it on the left hand. Unfortunately, that's hit Jade's foot, and they're going to go for a free hit. Final minute of the game, though, and we'll see if Canterbury can hold this or if Otago can put a goal in the back to call it an equaliser. Otago's just taking their time, not wanting to turn the ball over, really holding the ball there. Finds a good pass in the field. Canterbury driving in field. Taylor looking to mop that one up, make a tackle, but Canterbury doing too well. And Otago building their attack on the left-hand side. Taylor Duffy on the ball, looking to find a pass, beat a play if she can. Good pass down, we're looking to switch the play. Finds Ella on the right, a sliding attempt there from Britt, but able to get the ball. Ella's driving that right-hand side, puts a good ball in the circle. Mopped up well, though, by Canterbury. Final 30 seconds of the game. Let's see if Otago can come out with the goal here. Canterbury just looking to hold the ball in the far corner, but Otago doing really well to come away with that. Good bit of skill. Double turnover again, though. Canterbury looking just to hold the ball, no turnovers in that far pocket, and they go for a 16. And I think they will be in no rush to take this free hit, as there's only 10 seconds on the clock, so they will just run the clock down, and they do so, and that will end the game. Really well played from Canterbury to come out victorious after their game yesterday. An exceptional play from them to come out 2-1. As we go to the other turf, the score is still 2-1 to the under-18 Canterbury boys in the final 2 minutes to go. And Canterbury really look to be dominating that game from what I can see so far. It'll be good to see if Otago can equalise that in the final minutes of the game. But Canterbury doing really well today, putting on better performances than they did yesterday.